Hi, it's Sandy Parker, and welcome to Crafting for Almost Everyone. I have a visitor today. Her name is Barb, and she's one of my viewers. She drove almost 8 hours to spend a few days working with me, showing me how to make a flower that looks very realistic out of either a product called Foamiran, it's Foamiran, or paper. We'll be doing both. I hope you'll stay tuned. So first off, I wanted to show you some of the gifts that she's made for me. This one I got in the mail. Hopefully I'm not blocking the light. I got this one in the mail. I think it was a Christmas gift, and it came exactly like this in a box, this little plastic container with a lid and a piece of foam over it so that, I'll show you the foam. She put the foam over it like that, so that it didn't smash her flower. I thought that was really a smart way to do it. Then when she came to visit me today, she brought me this gorgeous beauty. It's so pretty, isn't it? It's just so realistic. I love it. Then she also brought me a variety of flowers that she made. Hold on while I move these around because I want to give you really good close-ups of them. These are some little lilies. She gives you the name of the company that makes the dies, and that's from Whimsy. Let me tell you, these are not that hard to make. They're beautiful, but let me show you what we did yesterday off video. This is Barb's, and this is mine. Now, I've never done anything like this before, so Barb has a lot more detail in the way she bends her leaves than I do, but I thought it was just gorgeous, and you'll be seeing how to make something similar. Not this flower, because I specifically asked for a couple other flowers for all of us. And then let me show you another one that she made. Now these are ones that she's made that she just brought with her. This one is from Spellbinders, and I hope you can read that. It's the contour die, Simply Succulent. She also brought these. They're black. This one is a black one, and she puts little tags on them. That one just says "You're so cool." I think she calls some of these her failures. Beautiful You. And then this is more of a Christmassy one. Hello. Isn't it pretty? We're going to be working on them and doing them with both foam and paper so that you will be able to figure out for yourself if you want to invest in the foam or not. I bought mine from Aliexpress. She buys hers from Whimsy Stamps. Hold on, I want to show you one other thing. Here is one more. This is the rose petal from Whimsy. Whimsy is a stamp company out of Florida, and that's where you can buy the Foamiran. And here is the one that I'd really like for us to try today. I hope that we're able to do it, but I think this is gorgeous. And she says that I think the flower is the unknown, and the die. And I yank this out so you can see it. There's her die, and this is how she stores her die. She puts a piece of magnet inside a CD case and then puts her dies in there. And she'll probably tell you where she got these dies. I'm not sure, but that's the shape you're looking for to create this gorgeous beauty right here. And as I said, that's what we're shooting for today. At least I hope that's what we're going to make today. Now these are the ones that Barb calls her goofs. These ones in the front are her goofs, and that's because she didn't like the colors of them, and they're supposed to look like these in the back. And then this is not a goof. This is the way you can ruffle the petals, and those are from Whimsy, and that's the name of the die set. Then let's see what else you got in the goof department. Here's some others that she considers goofs, and I absolutely love that blue one right there. And she says she's not saying why they're goofs, they just are. I frankly think they're all lovely. Created this book for herself. The first thing is it has the anatomy of a flower, so she knew when she was watching videos what people were talking about. This is a big book that she made for herself. There's the cover. And then inside the cover she has this really interesting chart that, hopefully there's not too much glare on it, that it tells you about pollen and the colors that each flower has in pollen. Hold on. Okay, there's better. So you can see what the flower is and what color pollen it has. I thought that was smart. The pollen would be, hold on, and hopefully I can show you that. I think the pollen is going to be something like in this area right there. I might be making that up. I'll have Barb clarify that for you. Then the other thing she did that I thought was genius is she made swatches of her Foamiran, because you know, just like in markers, the color they tell you it is and the color that you end up getting might be a little bit different. So that's her swatching sheets. Just kind of flip through this. That's all swatching. Then she has this hints and tips for Foamiran that came from a woman named Liz Marsden. You might want to look this up. I think she has a blog. I might be wrong. And Barb has a blog where she shows hers and how she made them. And then she shows all the things you can color with. This is still from the same lady. All the different products you can color with. Then, in the next section, she has ideas that she thought she wanted to duplicate. And yeah, I'd love to duplicate some of these as well. They're gorgeous. I mean, just the idea that you can do this with foam and or paper. And like I said, Barb's going to show us how to do both foam or paper. And ooh, look at those. Aren't they gorgeous? And she gives you the name, and basically this is also from Liz Marsden and the directions on how to do it. I just think these are so beautiful, and we've been talking about getting together for 2 years, and last year she was ready to come, and unfortunately her husband had some health problems. And her husband, by the way, is the craftiest man around. He made me some presents, and I'll show you those throughout the day. So I wanted to show you the really great things that Barb's husband Jim made for me. I'm probably going to have to move this around a little bit, but the first thing that he made me was he took a piece of like plexiglass and he put a huge magnet on it. I thought that was really smart, so you can put anything that you need to stick on it, like a bunch of dies if you want to hold on to a set, or basically anything that you want to attach to this. I might even stick my scissors on it so I don't lose them, because you know I always do. And then he made me these two, I don't know what they're made out of, brass maybe, but they're two weights. This is one and this is the other. He even stamped my initials into them, SP, SP. One is heavier than the other, and you use these to hold, like if you wanted to play with a piece of paper and you didn't want, like if I was playing with this die and I wanted to hold it while I did some distressing, like let's say I wanted to distress the back of it, I could do that, or the bottom, I mean. I could distress that, and then I could move this onto this end and distress the top. He made these for Barb, and I think they're genius. There's two of them, one heavier, one less heavy. And then the last thing he made, I'm going to zoom back for this, hopefully. So the last thing that Jim made me is this beautiful wooden piece that has, hopefully you can see the slots in the top. You can put paint brushes, or you can put these into those slots. He also has the slots on the side so nothing will roll off of it. And there's, you probably won't see this, there's a lip right here so that you can put it on the front of your desk and it will stay there. It's so beautiful too. Look at the wood pattern, it's just gorgeous. So I think those are the things that Jim made. If I come up with any more, I'll make sure I put those in the video. I'm just showing you more of these flowers so you get an idea. And these are the types of dies, very simple dies, that you use to make them. And she shows you how you curl them. And this is to make a peony. And this is how the lady does her coloring. I think this is all Liz Marsden. I might be making that up. it does involve an iron. It's better if you have one that's silver and not non-stick. I have a non-stick iron, and mine has been a problem for us. And unfortunately, I don't have the, the old-fashioned silver ones or an inexpensive travel iron. That's what you need. You don't want one that has this, because I couldn't get anything. When you watch them do this in videos, usually it'll stick to this background, but in my case, it just falls off. We did get one leaf to attach. Hold on, let me show you another thing I thought was so interesting in her book. She divides it up into different categories, and each category can be about a specific flower or project, or it can be about how she uses the chameleon markers. And I told her I have a chameleon marker and I absolutely hate it, and she decided today that mine is a dud. So unfortunately, that's the problem I had with mine, is mine didn't have the fluids in it that you need. But I just thought I'd flip through this and show you some of this before Barb gets here today. She's coming in a little bit later. Okay, check this out. Can you imagine making a whole bouquet? These are all foam flowers. Hopefully you can see that really, really well. Isn't it gorgeous? I just think anything like this is just amazing. And I am really impressed with Barb. Her ability to make these flowers is unbelievable, considering her limitations. And the thing that's great about Barb is she has worked around the process to, her husband's created tools for her to make it so that she can craft and continue to do this, and I love her. I can't wait to share the next video with you where Barb and I will be doing things together, and I hope you'll stay tuned. Please give this a thumbs up and subscribe. Tell your friends about me on social media, because you know I love that. And thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.